Hello, all. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. As we are talking about what's new in Business Central 28, there's something I like so much because I have heard this problem a lot of times. And with this feature, I'm pretty sure it'll make life easier for our administrators who manage Business Central at their end. So, Business Central 2026 release wave 1 introduced a date formula for allowing posting date, enabling posting date range to adjust automatically based on today's date. Now, we'll get into it, what it is. We'll also talk about where all you can set it up. We'll also talk about what's missing in this feature, as in this, from my perspective, this seems a partially baked in feature yet. I'm expecting something more going forward, and we'll talk about it. So, traditionally, allowed posting dates from and to in Business Central require administrator to manually update fixed posting date range for each every accounting period. In Business Central 2026 release wave 1, Microsoft introduced date formula for allowed posting periods. So now, instead of manually updating dates, administrator can now configure dynamic formula that automatically calculates valid posting range based on today's date. The feature is available in General Ledger Setup, User Setup, and here is when I'm a little bit confused, Journal Templates. This is available for, let's say, finance governments, people who do that, period and controls, rolling posting date, multi-user accounting environment. So now let's see how it works in Business Central. So let me pop up my Business Central environment. Here we are. So first thing first, based on priority, let's look at the General Ledger setup. So when you search for General Ledger setup, and that's one place where your change has been done, we have traditionally seen allowed posting from and allowed posting to, right? But if you do a show more, you'll also now see allowed posting from date range and allowed posting to date range or date formula. Now the way it works is you can use either of those. If you want to still stick to the static dates, as in there is no restriction, you can stick to that, or you can use the date formula. Now let's say this is currently set for a year. If I have to set the using the date formula for the current year, I can just do a minus current year and then a plus current year. Now what happens with that is automatically when the year changes, you don't have to manually come here and change this. It'll automatically calculate your date formula based on today's date, and then that's rolling in. So if I'm setting in May, then it goes and calculates it from that date, and so on and so forth. You cannot use both of them together, as you have seen that as soon as I entered the date formula, the allowed posting from and allowed posting to were emptied automatically, right? Let's look at the next place, which is our user setup, where this makes a little bit sense. Because based on your customer requirement, they can have n number of user licenses, and based on these licenses, normally people will enable it for a month or so on and so forth, so that people can go historical. And it's a tedious job that at beginning of every month I need to come here and update these posting date for my administrators. So I can say it as, let's say, current month to current month. So it'll automatically use that formula whenever it need to calculate that. Now the third thing that is mentioned on Microsoft Learn or Microsoft MSD, an article about this feature, is it's available on general templates, which is there. Okay, so if I go into my general templates, they are not visible on the page by default. But if I zoom this in and search for allowed posting, okay, I don't see that. Am I doing something wrong? Let me see that. Oh, this is not allowed, this is allow. Okay, so let's correct that. Allow. So now you see that there is an allowed posting date, which is not visible. Allowed posting date 2 is also not visible. And now there are date formulas. Where it gets a little bit confusing for me, or maybe I'm new and I don't know it, it says that this will only work if you have a setup on your journal posting setup. So the documentation says that this will only work if on journal posting setup you have set uh, what was that, journal template name mandatory. So if you have set journal template name mandatory, which is not a field that I see on this table, if that is enabled, then you will be able to. Now, from the name perspective, from the field that's being decided this in the description, it seems it's a boolean field. But when I search for boolean fields in journal posting setup, it doesn't give me anything. So I'm a little bit confused, and let me tell you where I'm getting confused. Here it says the journal, the priorities of posting date will be first on user setup, second will be on journal ledger setup, third would be based on journal template when the journal template name mandatory is enabled on journal posting setup. Now this field I don't see on my Business Central 28 environment. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe documentation is confusing, but that's how it is at this moment. We are not able to search it into the product. So what we have set is a month, I guess, on user setup. Let's quickly review that. So user setup says current month. I'm setting on May. So let's try to post a sales order to see what happens. Okay, there should be a sales order. Yeah, here it is. Now this is supposed to have a posting date of 6/1, which is a month out after today, more or less. So when I do a preview posting, I get an error that posting date are not within your range. And if I change it to today, which is the current date, and I try to post it, this will succeed posting and will go into it. That kind of confirms you that the posting date range, allowed posting date formula is working as expected, as needed. Now, why I said that it's something that I think there will be more enhancement to it. So let's go back to the user setup, or you can go to the general posting setup, more or less the same thing. From a customer's perspective, they don't only update this, they also update VAT date from, deferral posting from and to. So if, as in future, hopefully, the feature for us, for me, would be completed when these also get a date formula. That I can have a allowed posting to date formula and allowed posting from date formula, VAT posting date formula. So that will kind of, for me, bakes it in completely. Currently, to me, it seems it's a first initiative where Microsoft is trying something new. And as we move forward into the future, these will also come with date formula. Now, how should you use it? Uh, for all the user setup, based on how your customer is using it, you can surely change that to the date formula so that it becomes easier for administrator to update them, and they don't have to do it every month now. But then there are certain key users, let's say the finance team, who needs a longer period of time. You can define either the posting date from and to for them if they need a bigger period, or you can define a bigger date formula range for those users who need it for a longer time. Now, these are dynamic formula which get automatically calculated based on the today's date, and they help administrator to kind of not to do it as a recurring task month by month. Okay, what else? That kind of completes everything that's in this. Now, what? Let me switch back to slides. Okay. Now, think about it from a problem perspective of administrator, and then work with your customers to kind of switch to the date range rather than the static dates. and you can set up different formulas based on their need. You can, like any other date formula, there is a possibility to set it. Let's see some examples from Microsoft. So if somebody need for today, then only give them 0D to 0D, they'll only get for today. If somebody has to do a previous month close, then you give them -1M to minus current month, and same for here, 1 month back. So as complex as your date formula can be, you can just set it up based on their need. This is a rolling 30-day window. This gives them that, right? So the current month is minus CM to CM. If current date is 17th March, then the user gets a posting ability from March 1st to March 31st, because that's for the current month. So based on what your customers are using, you can surely define what kind of ranges will work for them, and then configure it either on the user setup or on the general ledger setup. Now remember, this is only going to work for the posting dates, not for the VAT dates and other date fields that you have on the setup. So at this point, you know what you need to do. If you have a person around who was struggling with it, share this video with them so that they can go ahead and set it up. And if this channel adds value somewhere to you, do subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to be the biggest Business Central channel in this space. Okay, help us by subscribing to us, and then I'll see you sooner than later into the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep sharing whatever you're learning. Thank you and have a nice day.